easy $10,000 Shell gas card hack that takes 60 seconds to execute. Look, if you want fuel cards to fuel your business, you are going to love this training because I'm going to teach you how to spend 60 seconds to get a $10,000 gas card with Shell without a personal guarantee. This doesn't require a personal credit check for approval as well. It's credit that's linked strictly to your EIN. Oh, and by the way, this hack works for every kind of fuel card that's out there, not just Shell. So how do you get a 10K Shell gas card without a personal guarantee with this 60-second hack? I'm going to teach you right now. Let's dive in. So gas cards can be essential to your business. Look, if you're in transportation, you could spend $600, $800, even $1,000 fueling up one vehicle. So if you have a fleet of vehicles, then it's really important that you have fuel cards because they'll pay for the fuel, the repair, and maintenance of vehicles. But look, even if you're a business owner that's not in the transportation space, chances are good you probably have a vehicle that you're using now. Maybe you're using it to go talk to clients. Maybe you're using it to move from location to location. Well, business credit alone can pay for the financing of that actual vehicle, and gas cards like a $10,000 Shell gas card can pay for the fuel, repair, and maintenance that you actually need. But you have to be careful because if you go the normal route that entrepreneurs take, you're going to get a gas card that requires a personal guarantee, requires a credit check that has a way lower limit. So how do you get the higher limit accounts that are linked to your EIN without the personal guarantee? I'm going to tell you right now. So the very first step to take is to set up a credible business. If you want to get the card without the personal guarantee, no deposit, no credit check, your business has to be set up where it's fundable. So this means you want to have a separate entity for your business. You need to have an EIN set up. You need to have a separate address, a separate phone number for your business. You should have a separate email address for your business, a website, even a business license. Now, if you've done these things correctly and all of your business information is congruent everywhere, Secretary of State, everywhere online, the same as your application, then you are well set up to go in and start applying to be able to get yourself this $10,000 gas card. And there's 3 Shell gas cards you're going to want to look at particularly. You're going to want to look at Shell Fleet Plus, Shell Fleet Navigator, and Shell Small Business. Now, all 3 of these you're able to get without the personal guarantee and without the personal credit check. And there's an important lesson here. When you're applying for any kind of business credit card, you typically are going to have multiple options. Some of those options will require the personal guarantee and credit check. Some of them will not. And in this case for Shell, these are the 3 accounts you want to look into because these are the 3 you can get without the personal guarantee based on your EIN only. Now, there's 2 different ways you can get these cards. The first is the one you don't want. It requires a personal guarantee. It requires a personal credit check. It also requires a $500 deposit when you open the account. This is what happens when you don't have anything on your business credit reports before you apply. Now, the other option is if you wait to have about 5 to 8 accounts on your business credit reports, 5 to 8 other accounts reporting on Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and or Experian, then you apply. This way does not require a guarantee, does not require a credit check, and does not require the $500 deposit. So if you ever apply for one of these Shell cards and you're getting a response like you need a deposit or a guarantee, it means you do not have enough accounts on your business credit reports or you did not set up your business credibly as I advised. But if you've done both of those, you set your business up where you're fundable, you have a handful or more of accounts in your business credit reports, then you go to get one of these 3 Shell cards, you will get approved. Now, how do you get the $10,000 approval? Well, here's what you need to know. You're going to get $10,000 approved if those other previous accounts you have on your business credit reports have higher limits as well. Look, if you're getting credit cards that report to the business credit reporting agency, starter vendors like Granger, for example, and you're only spending $25 or $50, your next approvals are not going to be high amounts. But if you're getting credit you're really going to use to grow your business, and you're using that credit, and credit issuers see you're spending $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, then the next approvals you get are going to be $5,000, $10,000 or higher. So the key, the secret here is you want to get credit you're actually going to use. You want to use that credit and show the credit issuer and future credit issuers that you are one to use the credit you get. And when you do that, the future credit card issuers will give you exponentially higher approvals as a result. Now, if you've done these things, now it's time to go apply. You can go find which one of the 3 accounts I mentioned from Shell, go in, take all the information you now have following these steps, and go and apply. They're going to ask for your basic info, but we already have that figured out, right? We have a separate address for the business, phone number for the business, we have the the EIN set up. We have the entity set up, the website, all that information I told you to set up is everything they're going to ask for on the application. Now, what Shell's going to do is in that 60 seconds, you're going to fill out the application. Within less than 60 seconds after that, they're going to pull the business credit reports. If it meets the requirements that I outlined you should meet, then you're going to get approved without the guarantee, without the credit check, and without a deposit. The next thing to know is a lot of fleet cards are underwritten by the exact same banks. So once you get that Shell card, yeah, you can go to Pilot Flying J, you can go to BP, Chevron, Sunoco, but don't apply for too many of them in a short period of time. You want to wait a week or 2 weeks before applying for another fleet card. Otherwise, they'll think it's fraud and they'll shut down the one that you got. So make sure you only apply for one of these fleet cards and then leave a 1 to 2 week gap before you apply for another. And there you have it. 60-second application process to get a $10,000 Shell credit card without a personal guarantee, without a personal credit check, and without a deposit. The 2 things you need to do: set up that fundability, get those initial accounts on the business credit reports, and then take the 60 seconds to apply. If you want access to a lot more business credit building, then make sure you go to creditsuite.com/EIN to grab our step-by-step business credit building guide. And if you got value from this training, make sure you like and subscribe and keep your eye out for our next training where we talk about more cool ways to get the money you need to start and grow your business.